Hey guys, I'm Shiny Flakes, producer and audio design student at the HDPK or School of Popular Arts in Berlin. Today I want to show you something I built for sound programming class. It's an interface that can control Ableton Live via Wi-Fi. Let's get right into it. So this is the device I built. It contains mainly a Wemos D1 board, which contains ESP8266, which again is a Wi-Fi ready chip that can communicate to any computer or smartphone if you make it to. There are 11 digital in and outputs, of which I used 9. There are 5 buttons on this device that are sending on and off messages to the board, and there are these 4 LEDs to show which channel is active. They get a signal from the digital outputs on the board. Further, there's just this connector pin that connects the chip to the batteries I put in the box, and there's also this knob. There's actually only one analog input, so I had to be creative to make the best of it. You can control volume or effects, but I'm gonna show you now in detail how it works. You have these 4 buttons and these 4 channel strips here, and each button can control one of the strips. To show you this, first I will connect the device to Ableton Live by pressing a switch, and you can tell by the window down here that it says it's connected. So I can send data, and yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. First I will switch from one kick pattern to the next. That's actually what the button does. When I press it once, I will activate the channel strip, and you can tell by the LED that now the channel strip is activated. And by pressing the button a second time, I will jump to the next clip, as you can see now. So every time I'm pressing the button, I will jump to the next clip until I press one of the other buttons. Because when I press the second button now, what happens is that the same clip still plays, but now the channel is activated and I can, for example, control the volume. Now with the second channel it's the same like with the first. If I press one of the buttons, the clips will jump and the pattern changes. One other feature that I really like is that when you press the button at the bottom right side here, the effects section gets dialed, as you can see here that it turns gray. So first I have to go all the way down with the knob and pick it up, and now I can turn up the delay, for example. Or if I press it again, I can also add some saturation and just play around with the effects a little, which is a lot of fun. Also, I have this reverb that I really like. Yeah, so now I want to switch to another channel, so I select the snare channel, and as you can see, the pattern changes every time I press the button again, and also I can just play around with the effects a little, turn up the reverb, add some delay. Also, I recorded some e-piano sounds that yeah, you can also switch by pressing the button. if I don't press the button for the effects section, it will manipulate the cutoff. Now I'm just playing around a little. The original idea of the whole project was that I don't like this big gap between the artist and the audience in many cases of live performance. So originally I thought, yeah, why don't just lose some of the cables so you can easily involve the audience in the whole performance. And in this case it would be easy to just give away the controller to someone and tell, hey, you know, this is how it works. You just press some of the buttons and play around with the knob, and there you go. This is actually, it turned out to be a bit bigger than I had in mind, but if you just give away like a tiny version of this with one button and one knob, or even just one button maybe, you can involve 10 people in a live performance, and everybody has their critical part. Alright guys, so if you have any further questions, don't hesitate to contact me. I will be around for a while, and I hope you liked the presentation so far, and maybe you could also get some inspiration for your own projects. I think there is a lot of potential in Wi-Fi chips, and also the way of changing live performance, so maybe you could get something out of it. And yeah, thanks for listening and watching the video. See ya!